Hey, Ellie here. So I woke up this morning to snow again, and so I was a little bit surprised when I opened up my calendar and see that it's March 1st. um, so it reminded me of March back in 2021 during the pandemic when I decided to challenge myself and go live. No, I didn't go live. I produced and shared a video every day in March called Move More Every Day in March. That was 5 years ago. So I thought, well, why don't I do that again? So a very spontaneous decision. I don't have the best audio. I don't have the best video right here, right now. I'm at home because it's a Sunday, and this is my Studio B. So anyway, I thought I would just start. So anybody joining along, you can join me, and we'll see what we can create every day and get more movement happening now before the spring comes so that you can enjoy the outdoors in spring. So the first thing I want to do, let me just check something. There we go. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is that I do every single day, at least I try to every day, is I try to get my lymphatic system moving. I get some flow in the fluid in my body. And this is something I learned from Perry Nicholson, Dr. Perry Nicholson of Stop Chasing Pain. This is his Big Six, and I do it every day. I try to. No, I think I do actually get to this every single day. It's one of those things that it's pretty quick. So you can follow along with me and join me. So there's a rub and then a slap or a tap, depending on where you're patting. So we're going to address 6 major lymphatic areas in our body to stimulate and get things unclogged and moving. So we're going to start with the collarbone. So we do a little rub. I go a little above and a little below, and sometimes I go up and down. And it's supposed to be like 10. You don't need to do more than that, but I tend to do more. And then slap, pat 10 times. And then the other collarbone. Always start with the collarbones because that's where everything flows from the top down, bottom up to the collarbone. So rub, and you know what? I sometimes feel a little tenderness underneath this collarbone and above this collarbone. So I do a little bit extra in there. And then tap. That's 1. 2 is the side of your neck. So right below the ear and down. So rub 10 and I tap 10. A little more gentle here. And then the other side. It doesn't matter which side you start on, but always do it in this order. So that's 2. 3 is the pectoral muscle, this area. You can go into the armpit a little bit too. So rub and then tap. And the other side, and rub, and tap. That's 3. 4 is abdominal area. And so you can rub sideways, you can rub up and down, you can do circles, and then tap. Now, some people do, like I do one at a time. Some people do both sides at the same time. You can do whatever you want. So this area here is right at the crease of your leg and your torso. And you can do both sides, rub, and then tap. that's 5. 6 is behind the knee. So you're gonna, I rub both above the knee and below the knee and kind of cross over. And then tap. And then, and some people again do both sides. Once you've done that, do some bouncing. Bouncing gets things moving. And you want to have a chair or something to hold on to so you don't lose your balance. I can actually put my hand on the ceiling. And sometimes I bounce on my trampoline. But the bouncing, you want to bounce on the balls of your feet so that you're getting your calf muscles working. And you bounce for about a minute. And you can swing side to side. And I like doing this. It makes me feel lighter. It kind of wakes me up, gets me going, makes me smile, because it's like being playful with my body, and I'm just letting everything kind of move. This is one of those things that can help you really take care of yourself. Our lymphatic system, the fluid in our lymphatics, it's our filtration system. It cleans us out. If you can imagine a fish tank full of, that doesn't have a filter and is full of yuck stuff, the lymphatic system, if it's not working optimally, we've got fluid that's full of yuck, things that should be moving out of our system. But it's staying because we get kind of clogged up. All right, so one thing about the lymphatic system and working the lymphatic system and getting things moving is that it's possible you will have a little detox. And what that looks like is if you have a headache that you don't normally get, or you get congestion, or maybe have a cold. Some people might even have a fever. These are okay. Just means that stuff is leaving your system. But don't do the lymphatic work again until you start to feel better. Most people that I've taught this to don't have any kind of detox much. A little bit, but generally not with the big 6. So the big 6 is pretty safe to do for people. So if you have any doubts, I'm not a doctor, check with your doctor if you're not sure if this is right for you, or or you can go slowly. You can start one day and just open up that collarbone area, and then the next day work on the neck and the head. So that's our Move More Every Day in March 2026 version. And I'll be back tomorrow. I can see if anybody's had any questions. If you do have any questions, put them in the comments, and I'll be back and I will answer your questions in the comments. You could also just say hi if you're here. And I look forward to doing this again, but better, because I've learned a lot more since way back 5 years ago when I did this then. So I'm hoping this will be helpful and useful to you. And you know what, if you have any ideas on what sort of movements, what sort of things that you would like to see, I work with people on pain relief stuff. Some of my movement stuff will be about pain relief. Some will be about breathing. Breathing is a movement. It's what our body does when we breathe, is it moves. So that's it for today. See you tomorrow.